Thanks to our old pal technological evolution, games tend to age about as well as my extremely reactionary reactions to any pre-launch Halo Infinite news. The remake/remaster gives developers a chance to give classic games a nice shiny new coat of paint and fix any remaining niggling issues. At least, in theory. Now more than ever, remasters and remakes seem to be the video game industry's best friend. In 2020, CD Projekt Red famously released the first AAA game to immediately need a remaster upon launch, Cyberscam 2077. Groundbreaking stuff. Remaster culture is so prevalent that it has even begun creeping into non-video game spaces. With the worldwide popularity of Facetune and Photoshop, nowadays when people post a selfie on Instagram, they are no longer saying, "Hey, this is my face." They are now saying, "Hey, this is my face, the definitive edition." Remakes are the gold standard for video game reimaginings. Remakes are when studios rebuild classic games from the ground up. New assets, some new mechanics, and maybe some extra special bells and whistles for the fans. When done right, a remake can recapture not only the classic gameplay feel from its source material, but also its atmosphere and its aesthetic. In the past few years, Resident Evil 2 and Final Fantasy VII have been incredible examples of awesome remakes, and both games were legitimate Game of the Year contenders. If you want to go back a little further in time, Metroid Zero Mission was another video game remake slam dunk. These remakes took the essence of their classic source material, but translated that into something fresh and exciting. While remakes are the gold standard of video game reimaginings, the inoffensive remaster belongs to the silver tier. These re-releases maybe have a few more pixels or some more frame rates, and maybe they come packaged with all the DLC, but that's about it. Nowadays, these remasters are a dime a dozen. At the end of the day, these remasters are just kinda there. At best, you get the ultimate way to play your favorite classic games, and at worst, you just won't be able to tell a remaster apart from the OG release. Bonus points go to Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition for one of the best subtitles in gaming history. In the Quartz tier, we have remastered packages that were unfortunately victims of the gaming industry's greatest frenemy, corporate shittery. In Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Nintendo released an awesome remastered collection of fantastic mainline 3D Mario games, except you could only buy this remastered collection within a hard-capped 6-month time period. Just why? In the Quartz zone, I'm also including Skyrim and GTA 5, games that have been re-released so many times with so little changes that they just begin to leave a bitter taste in your mouth. It's not an exact science, but with certain remasters, it can feel like the big boy game publishers are just mocking it. Below the Quartz zone, we have the shit tier. These are re-releases that actively downgrade their source material. Within the shit tier, we have two subcategories. There's the upper crust, within which we have Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, a semi-remake that unfortunately ruins the OG Halo's art style and general atmosphere in favor of a misguided attempt at graphical modernization. The weirdest thing about this confusing remaster is that they graphically updated pretty much every model but kept the classic geometry for gameplay, meaning that you would encounter a lot of invisible barriers and seemingly clippable objects. The cutscenes are also pretty whack. Luckily, Halo CE comes with an original graphics toggle button, so it's not really the end of the world, just a bit weird. Even further beneath the upper crust, even further down into the depths of the shit tier, we have the magma. In this zone, we have Silent Hill, the HD collection, and Warcraft 3 Reforged, video game reimaginings that just took a big fat shit on their respective gaming communities. Even deeper than the shit tier magma, way into the depths, deep into the pre-ingoodening No Man's Sky janky unfinished center of the universe, we have Grand Theft Auto: Trilogy - the definitive edition. Am I exaggerating for comic effect? Probably. Is this collection worthy of the title Definitive Edition? Nope. Real talk, this one is an absolute shocker. Definitive my ass. The graphics? Well shit. There are rare instances when the new graphics look semi-decent, but there are way too many times where it just looks terrible. Like straight up worse than the original PS2 graphics. I'm down with the idea of a semi-cartoony art style, but the implementation of the new graphical style is just so incoherent and jarring. You have some semi-realistic particle effects and pretty nice lighting, but then the character models will look like absolute dog shit. And then to top that off, the sound effects are the exact same as the PS2 sound effects and kinda sound like ass. It's all just so jumbled and awkward to experience. I never knew you could get cognitive dissonance by playing a video game. Shout out to Tommy Vercetti Definitive Edition. My man went ham on the Botox. It genuinely feels like you're playing a Roblox or a Dreams remake of GTA. The rain is terrible. The render distance and lack of stylistic fog make the world look like ass. The unique aesthetic of each city has been washed out. Bye bye yellow San Andreas haze and depressing moody Liberty City atmosphere. The trilogy has more bugs than a literal insect hotel. The menus feel cheap. They also didn't fix the shooting. They did not change the mechanics at all. GTA 5 mechanics, my ass. I could go on, but you get the point. The truth is, it's not even about the money. I would honestly pay 55 quid to give myself an excuse to play the classic GTAs again. They are awesome games. It's just the fact that this whole thing was all so slim shady. I am shocked that Take-Two literally delisted the OG games. Yes, you literally cannot buy the OG versions online anymore. It's also so dodgy that they DMCA'd graphics mods for the OG games too. I luckily bought the original versions of all these games on Steam years ago, and I honestly just wish other people even had a chance to experience those versions if they wanted to. The lack of trailers and not showing gameplay footage till the release, it's all so slim shady, Rockstar. At the end of the day, this whole fiasco is just a shame. A sad, disappointing, disheartening shame. Bruh.